Welcome. This is September 13th, 2011, and this is our section, The Ethical Times, on bank crimes, lack of enforcement, and lack of education. Last week I spoke with the head of the Commercial Crimes Division in Los Angeles. And he spoke with me briefly. He was exasperated. He had too many calls on his desk, too many papers on his desk, and too much to do. That was really obvious. And I don't think I was calling it a bad time. I think that this is how things are for him every day. He told me, what do I charge these people with? Literally, that's what it came down to, the bottom line for him. He had no idea how to charge these people. In my case that I have with Novastar, there's a lot to charge. Theft, conversion, taking documents and not returning them, forgery, signing my name that's not my name, identity theft, calling up the brokers or calling up the bank, the loan company, and telling them they're me in order to cancel a loan and move it somewhere else. So there are codes that can be used. I want everyone to know that I've spent years researching this, and I'm going to put this all up on the bank crime site, bankcrime.com. And I'm going to keep that site going. If possible, if I can financially afford it. I do need, I'm trying to do this all on my own, and donations would really be helpful. So the police, the enforcement, the judges, everybody is lacking in education. Here is what I suggest for step one. This is step one. Reckless endangerment. Okay, this is step one. It's a book. It came out. It is your textbook. That's right, it's your textbook to learn about bank crimes. If you're a judge, if you're a lawyer, if you're a policeman, if you have anything to do with bank crimes, this is it. And Gretchen Morgensen works also with Louise Story at the New York Times, and she wrote this with Joshua Rosner, and it's excellent. There's a huge chapter on Novastar in here, and I read it first before I am putting my papers together for Morgensen and Louise Story, due to the fact that I wanted to make sure I wasn't repeating anything. There's also a photo in here of someone who's very important, who's been left out of the limelight, or is hiding out of the limelight, or doesn't want anything to do with it. And I want to show you his picture, and I want to tell you about him. If I can get this close enough. There he is. That's Mark Chodos. He lives in the Upper Bay area, like my favorite place, like near Marin County, up in that area. I think he's near Lake Spur. And Mark Chodos is like a brain kid. He looks at things and he figures out, he does analysis, and he figures out, what's going wrong, what's going to happen. And what he figured out was that Novastar was going to crash and burn, and how to make bets against that in the financial field. He smelled it. Now, it's very important that people know that he didn't do much with that, and over $1 billion was a loss to investors. And so, Chodos is someone who I would put on a board, a teaching board. I would have Story and Morgensen speak at the teaching board. I think that there's a judge that I liked a lot in Brooklyn. I thought he was pretty special. I would put Mark Chodos on it. I would definitely put Patricia Pinto on it, who is with Legal Aid in Orange County. Genius on the subject of bank crimes. And you'd think everybody would know about bank crimes. They don't. I'm trying to get one of the, I'm trying to help create a whistleblower on my case, Mr. Carter, who was paid to use his name by Laguna Beach Financial. I am hoping that he'll come forward and we can get his story and how he got involved in the criminal activities that he suspects, witnessed, um, and the theories on bank crimes, because you guys need to hear them. Public has no idea. I mean, when I call up the major head of the LA Police Department, and he has no idea about what to charge people with, I mean, my goodness, you know. You can charge them with conversion. Saxon has kept my documents and denied having any documents now for 4 years. You know, we don't have anything. I'd mail them the stuff, and they don't have it. I'd email them. I have the emails. I have the documents to show that they have them. And when I ask for copies or return, I get a no answer, a non-response, or a no, or they don't know, or they don't know where it is. I mean, all sorts of answers. So bank crimes are real, and until people are educated on them and understand how they're done, they're not going to stop. And throwing a lot more money at the banks isn't going to change and improve the system. And what we have to do is understand what went wrong, and educate people. And there's only a handful of people capable of doing this. It's shocking. It's shocking. Probably there's people who know about it, who are hired by the banks, but they're certainly not going to come forward unless there's going to be a whistleblower here or there. But most people aren't whistleblowers in life. I've learned that the hard way myself when I blew the whistle on hysterectomy abuse. I mean, nobody came after me. Nobody ever pointed out other abuses in medicine because nobody wanted to take the flack and the pain and punishment that I've had to take for like over 20 years now. It's ridiculous. You know, and you don't want your life destroyed simply for telling the truth. And that happens. It really does happen. But for bank crimes, this is a book. Go get it. Read it. Learn from it. I'm going to, on the website, put up Pinto's name and number. Excellent, brilliant person. She is teaching lawyers who do mediations the issues around bank crimes. And just right off, she comes right off. She knows every point. And I'm going to be communicating and sending this information to the head of financial crimes in Los Angeles, because we really need help. People need to be educated, and they're not right now. Yes, we can make change. So this is Vicki, Dr. Vicki from the Ethical Times, and this is one of the segments on bank crimes. And this is your education. Get this book, read it first. Go to bankcrimes.com. I'm going to try to work on that for the next month. Thank you. And get it back up and going. I've been so busy, I neglected it, and I just don't have the staff, time, or money to help me. If you want to volunteer, great. If you want to donate, great. Need help. Bye.